the manager you need to build the supply chain of tomorrow. For CEOs, the difficult question is no longer whether supply chains should adopt AI and automation. The harder question is whether the organization is developing managers capable of operating in a fundamentally different environment. The traditional supply chain manager was often rewarded for controlling cost, maintaining service levels, and solving operational problems. Those responsibilities remain, but they are no longer enough. The next generation of managers must understand the economics of the entire value chain. A manager should be able to answer 3 questions at any point in time. Where are we creating value? Where are we losing it? And what should we automate, standardize, or redesign? This changes how management development should work. Start with standardization, but standardize the right things. Global companies should establish common principles for processes, data definitions, KPIs, master data, planning cycles, reporting, and governance. Without a common operating language, AI simply processes inconsistent information faster. Standardization does not mean forcing every market or plant to operate identically. The better model is to standardize the backbone and allow controlled local variation where customer requirements, regulation, or market conditions genuinely require it. That distinction is critical. Teach managers to manage by economics, not activity. Managers should understand the financial consequences of inventory, working capital, transport choices, supplier terms, capacity utilization, quality losses, obsolescence, and service levels. The objective is not to make the warehouse cheaper while making the business more expensive. A strong manager learns to optimize the system, not an individual department. Make AI part of management, not an IT project. AI should be applied where it improves a decision or removes repetitive work. Demand sensing, forecasting, exception management, inventory decisions, scheduling, procurement analysis, quality control, and customer service are obvious areas. But managers must also learn when not to use AI. Poor data, unclear processes, and weak governance are not solved by adding a model. They are amplified by it. The role of the manager therefore shifts from performing every task to designing the decision environment, defining rules, validating outputs, challenging assumptions, and intervening when an exception matters. A modern management scorecard should connect operational performance to business value. Cost, service, working capital, productivity, quality, resilience, and cash should not sit in separate conversations. If managers are trained to optimize only their own KPI, the organization will eventually optimize itself into a problem. The CEO's responsibility is therefore larger than introducing new technology. It is to build a management system in which standardization creates consistency, AI creates speed, automation creates capacity, and managerial judgment creates direction. That is the combination that can turn cost pressure into a structural advantage.